662 compound drop there.
That's how we do it.
They say we acting brand new now.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Let's go. Let's go. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, Gucci,
Bless.
man. How you living?
I'm good. I'm good. What's that? All right. So Ivy, this D. That's Ivy. That's your
Hi,
co-host.
Dean.
Hey, what's up, love? How you doing?
All great. It's all great. All right. So this is the the week run up. Ivy, you've been here a minute. So D, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? All we do is report the news. We give our quick take on it. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end we have a topic. You know what I'm saying? You ready to get into
Yeah, I'm
it?
with it, bro. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. So
whatever.
the topic today is going to be a little controversial. It's going to be Trump or Harris. Who you voting for? Or you agree with? If you don't agree with it, it's all good. Everybody's opinion, but that is going to be at the end. So we're going to start with this. You heard me? 2 overnight shootings Friday, 1 dead, 1 wounded. So we starting off with a little violence, right? So I'm gonna ask both of y'all, since we haven't the week run, you know what I'm saying? It's we back, and we haven't been here for a couple of months. The violence, right? Now later on, I'm gonna report that violent crime is down a couple of percent. Do y'all believe that or don't y'all? Start with you, Ivy. You know, ladies first.
I'm gonna have a little faith and say that that is going down. It's down and it's gonna go down. Let's put
What
it
you
like
say,
that.
D?
Um, that I mean, honestly, bro, it's hard to answer that. But personally, I don't think crime is down. I think what's down is crime being reported.
That's it. That's it.
Because so like just to give you some context, right? So just probably about 6, 7 months ago, you dig. I'm driving on my way home, and like to get to my house, ain't no bus route, ain't nothing over there, you dig. So like you gotta literally drive or walk at least a mile and a half to get from the nearest bus route to my crib, right? So long
Right.
story less long, there's this lady, she running full speed down the street, dog. In the middle of the street, you heard me saying, help, help, somebody after me. Nigga, I called 911. I'm not gonna stop. I don't know if it's a setup or not. You know where we come from. You heard me? Like,
Right.
like I don't know if it's a setup or what. Woo the woo, you dig? So I called 911. Son, I'm on hold for 9 minutes. 9 minutes, huh? Just think about how long it take to kiss somebody.
Wow.
9 minutes.
That's
So,
great.
so as far as crime being down, I don't think it's down, dog. I really just think the people that we would normally report it to, they're spread thin. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 911, they taking forever to answer people phone calls and shit like that. I hung up, bro. I ain't even get called back.
It's
So
down. It's like I'm gonna say it's like that down here too. You heard me? My neighbor, car got stole. Right. This was early in the morning. Early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I was up. I'm sitting in front of my door. Boom, boom, boom. So I see they call. flying out their driveway. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, wait, these older D's, not us, D's. You know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't be up this early, and they do not drive that fast. So I went inside, got my little partner. You know my little partner, you know what I'm saying, what I'm referring to. You know what I'm saying? Boom, come back out. They scurred down the street, woo woo, right? Trying to wake the neighbors up. I woke them up. They called the police. An answering machine came on and said, if you're not in immediate danger, right, you have to fill out a police report online and they will get with you within 48 hours. It was 3 days before the police even came and checked what was going on. Woo, woo, woo. So it's like that. The only crimes that they really responding to is violent crimes. Did y'all know that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, if it's anything like that, they don't care.
Yeah, your life gotta be in danger on some shit, or you gotta be like shot up or something. You have to be a victim of something, or like your life in danger on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you think that's because we have a shortage of staffing for the police force?
No, it's not like that no more. They got the state police down here. They got the feds. The new governor is just going in on these. The new
Wait! I missed it. Who's the new governor? Who the new governor?
He is going in. He dropping bills. He's dropping laws. He changing stuff up. He didn't put so the feds or the police now. The state police.
Nut. She was asking who the governor of Louisiana is now though. That's it's Jeff Landry, lah.
Mm-hmm. And he is cutting up. He is cutting up. He
said he wasn't gonna play.
Man, he cutting up. You heard me? So with that being said, I can believe that it's a drop in crime. I can. With if you know, he just took the good time. You know, you got to do 80% of your time. It's no more programs or nothing like that. You end up. Once you end up, you end up. Now you know, 18 years or older, you can go purchase a gun now with just the ID, no background check, no classes. You ain't know that, Ivy?
I think I remember that. We did report on it.
Yeah, no background check, no nothing. He has reinstated the death penalty with different ways to kick it. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing his thing. So if you with it, you with it. If you not, watch out. But he is doing his job. You know, that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? And I really do think violent crime is down because homie not playing. What y'all think?
And I think that's what's needed. I think the non-play is needed because we got a whiff of, you know what I'm saying, the empathy part. And now they didn't appreciate that. So now you get the hard coat and let's see if you appreciate that. You know, you don't miss a good thing till it's gone. And I heard another law got passed. And they castrating people. You heard about
I'm all for that though. I'm all for that.
I'm
like, hey, you out here touching churn? Yeah, take it off. You heard me? Cut that bitch off, dog.
What you do with it?
You heard me? I'm all for it. You heard me? Because look, I'm gonna keep it all the way a bean.
And I think that they should have been done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some what took y'all so long type of time, because everybody has been in unison in that type in that subject. You know what I'm saying? Cut it off straight up.
I'm waiting on them to do it everywhere.
I posted about I don't know if he's an entertainer. I don't even know if he's from New York, right? But and this is a trigger warning, y'all. So boom. He took his at the time 13-year-old daughter on a trip to the Bahamas. Just them two. Came back. He didn't broke the little girl. His daughter, 13 years old, he didn't broke the little girl virgin on the trip.
You say his daughter?
His daughter, my nigga.
Like blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh type shit.
He's a promoter in New York. He got high rank. I don't know if he's from New York. I don't even know if he's from the United States. But I posted on it, I think, last week. You heard me? When she was 13, yeah. Braylon say she heard of it. She was 13. I think this was a couple of years ago, but it's just coming out. You know what I'm saying? Him and the baby mama must have got into it or whatever. But he took her on a trip, just them two, and come to find out he didn't broken the girl.
Isn't he? Do he wear one of them little hats on his head and he do all that preaching?
No, you talking about Africa Band Bible.
No, it's another one. It's another one who was caught up with this too. Brother, they they start with the brother. Brother, I used to call him Brother Do Right. You know what I'm saying? But he got because he was preaching, but that's how they get you. Because he did some weird stuff too, and he wound up in jail too. But I'm gonna find out his name because he was one of them too. They took his daughter on a trip and did the most too. And then the mama didn't know.
That's the one Brella must be talking about because she said the mom just found out this different. What you was saying though?
Oh, the mama just found out. So this got to be different. It's another one I'm talking about then. Because he very known. He was known on social media for talking that real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before woke became propaganda. He was talking the real stuff. And I think he Israelite. He claimed to be an Israelite. And
not the bald head one, huh?
Yeah, the bald head
Brother
one.
Polite or something?
Brother Polite.
No.
Brother Polite was caught up. Yeah, with the same thing.
Wait. Say that again.
Brother Polite did the same thing. And I think that was his stepdaughter or daughter.
And and that's why because I know he in jail. That's why he in jail.
Yeah, then he got 7 years. Sexual battery of a minor.
Wow.
Brother Polite. I couldn't get his name because I'd be giving.
No, the crazy thing is, I have been wondering because I actually have been in contact with that nigga years ago. You heard me? Because the nigga was he used to be like selling entrepreneurship classes and courses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had tapped in with the nigga. Wise. Yeah, because the nigga had tapped in with me on some shit they trying to come down to Atlanta. So me and that nigga was trying to figure something out. He just fell off the fucking face of the earth. I never realized that that's why. I'm Googling it now, bro. This shit crazy.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. When they go to jail, it's usually because of what they do or say. So I didn't really follow the story. But damn, that's fun. Let me see. The dude was filed. If I'm not mistaken, the daughter came up.
Yeah, she did.
That's how the mom. What the fuck?
Yep, you're right.
And abortion is not.
You're right,
they passing them new laws. Abortion is. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm. Me personally, I'm pro-life, but I'm not gonna sit up there and not be like. I'm not gonna be controlling of somebody else's body.
Situation. Yeah.
To me, it's freedom of autonomy for everybody. So if you are, pro-choice, which I'm pro-choice and pro-life. For me, I'm pro-life. For other people, if they want to be pro-choice, that's their choice. So to take that freedom away, it looks like all our freedom would be on the line. You know what I'm saying? You're going to trickle down from that on down. So
wow. I mean, all that shit controversial, especially for men. You heard me? Because honestly, I feel like every man should be pro-choice because we shouldn't even have a dog in this fight. That's y'all bodies. You heard me?
And then it's a right, and then it's a right to a man too. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it a bean. Men were paying for some of those abortions. You know what I'm saying? So it's a right to a man and woman to make that mistake and come together and be like, hey, I ain't ready for a child. I ain't ready for a child neither. And y'all going to do what y'all need to do. They took away your right too. So for to see it one way is one track minded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to never, you know what I'm saying? People talking about the pew rights too. And I'm like, baby, we need that too. Because if you look into your constitutional rights, we need that in case, you know what I'm saying, we need to form a militia because we have a tyrannical government or, you know what I'm saying, we need that. So we need both them rights. Don't get rid of none of that. I need all mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I ain't got a dog in the fight.
And I'm a piggyback off that too. You heard me? It is a right. And I really don't see why this is a discussion, right? Because it should be your decision, right? And I gotta watch how I come at it because I knew this.
You know what I'm saying? That's just mad controversial, boy. You better tiptoe.
It,
You
it
better tiptoe,
should
son.
it should be your choice, yes, right? But it seems like to me, when you laid down and did what you did, you had made that choice into if you know the consequences. If you even if you protect yourself, right? You know what's up. We all grown, right? Now in special instances like this one, and others like right? But just because you simply don't want the baby, right? And you kill that baby, right? That's what that is. Like they just gave murder a name because abortion.
Let me get wait. Let me give you another. Let me give you another scenario. Let me give you another scenario, Peanut.
Mm-hmm.
Say, because latex break. Latex break. Say
That's why I
latex
say
break.
even if you protect yourself, it is consequences whether you deem it as positive or negative.
So what's the solution? Well, we don't do anything unless we want to procreate.
Well, I say this, right? If this was really a democracy, right, and this was really we vote, you vote thing, right, then stuff wouldn't be passed first. Then it would go to the people. Then it would go to the Senate. Then it would go to either Ernst Man or Kamala Lala. You know what I'm saying? But the people should have the first.
Well, it's not. Well, bro,
It is rather on.
But this ain't a democracy. You heard me?
Yeah.
Like we know this ain't a democracy. I mean, it's in the Constitution. It's a republic, my nigga.
You're right.
You heard me?
Cookie said
You're right.
Abortion is not birth control. That's real.
But then you think about it, Miss Cookie. I was on birth control for 4 years, and wasn't doing nothing. But I needed the birth control just for it had perks to it. But then I didn't look at the side effects. See, they didn't make any safe birth control. Because if y'all would have seen my skin, I was gaining weight. I'm already up into my late 30s, so I can't afford to gain weight. I can't afford for my pH to be off. I can't afford to lose my hair. My hair is thinning. You know what I'm saying? This is just thin. So can we get a safe birth control at least where it's not tearing all our genetics down, because it's tearing your genetics up. And then they had the newer ring you stick up in there, get stuck in your uterus. The other one that goes in your arm, it will shift and you be needing surgery. So actually, you paying the cost of what you would have had to pay for a child for surgery. You see what I'm saying? So you taking an L either way. So can we get some safer birth control? And then I'll be like, for sure, you have no excuse. But baby, I had to cut it.
Ivy, let me ask you a question, woman. Just a woman's perspective, right? So birth control wasn't even a thing until like the early 70s, late 60s, some shit like that you did. But obviously, women been producing kids for a millennia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the difference between having all these different contraceptives now and still not being able to control the population, so to speak, versus what we was doing back then? Because it's just seemed like nobody has self-control now versus back in the
you hitting it on the nail. Self-control is everything. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, why are you sleeping with somebody if you don't love them? Period. So if you do take that chance to have a child, you'll at least have a little you and them resemblance of y'all love, at least. And then back then they had natural contraceptions. Our grannies got it in. You know what I'm saying?
The hangers. Let's not forget about the iron hand. Come on now, we all from the hood. The hangers.
The wire hanger, like my dear said, the wire hanger. You know what I'm saying? But what's happening? Because they're not reporting it. What's happening is what happened back then. It's women, young girls, becoming expecting and throwing their babies in the dumpsters. And guess what color they are? They're babies. They're this color. So when they started doing that in masses, that's when they went ahead and returned Roe versus Wade. They're gonna wind up doing it again when a number of their women start getting prison time. They don't want all the women locked up. They need to procreate with those women. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening back then is happening again. But until we get some good birth control. I can't make that an excuse. What you need to do, well, I brought up Granny. Go ask Granny what Granny used to use. It's natural. It didn't take you out of that. Not the wire hanger. Please don't do the wire hanger. Because the wire hanger used to be taking the baby out and you. Talk to Granny. Granny will tell you them herbs and spices you can use.
I'm gonna say this, right? Biblically is wrong if you believe it, right? To me, I would think that it's nobody's business but the man's or the woman's, right? I don't think it should go to the government or court unless one of them wants to and the other one doesn't. Otherwise, it's really nobody else's business. You see what I'm saying?
But there should be a conversation held between them before they even. But are you pro-life or pro-choice? Are you pro-life or you pro-choice? If they have that conversation.
Now, when you're in the heat of the moment, when you got a little drink,
we got to self-control.
Yeah. Let's talk about that self-control. You ain't trying to ask nobody is they pro-life or woo-woo. You see what I'm saying? Most people ain't even us looking for a condom no more. So it's conversation. What you say?
Where I've been at is in the land of TikTok, okay? And they over there actually having these conversations, and they actually telling the youth the basically. I love it over there because they're getting the work done. They're having this conversation and telling them you need to start having these conversations, pro-life or pro-choice. Before we didn't even have the thought of pro-life or pro-choice. So now that we're more intelligent, more responsible, governing ourselves, because really we're not supposed to have government. The only reason why we have government is because we can't govern ourselves. You can't ask for to get away. We get rid of the government.
Wait. Not to cut you off. Let me answer. Okay. Y'all, man, society, right? This is just my opinion, right? I'm answering your question in my opinion. Society gave that a name, right? Biblically, murder is wrong. That's what that is, right? That is that we're not getting around it. Now, y'all may have nicknamed it, but it's wrong. But me personally, right? If we're not speaking biblically, if we just speaking worldly, right? I think it's the mama and the daddy folk, right? And it goes back to the democracy thing. If this really was a democracy, then it would be a conversation and a vote. You see what I'm saying, Ivy? Like you said, they having the conversations and this and that. It wouldn't already be passed in the law, and we gotta go. What do you call that shit? Picket and march and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? It would go to the people first, then it would go to Congress, then it would go to the Senate, then the president. But it's skipping us. That's all it is a conversation. You see what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter. Everybody's opinion matters, but it really doesn't. You see what I'm saying? Because all it is an opinion thing unless you face with it. And me personally, the only time it should go to the government or court, it should be on them parents, for one. And if one agrees and the other one doesn't, that's when you take them to court. But other than that, it's nobody else's business. You see what I'm saying?
We do matter. We do matter, Miss Cookie, because some people, whether y'all believe it or not, are not made to be parents. I do think some people should have went to the clinic.
You said a mouthful.
Because some of these children are suffering because mom and daddy didn't want to do what mom and daddy is supposed to do. Because when them children are born, your life is not your own. Your life actually belongs to them children.
Yeah.
We got away
from the village mentality.
We have our body's whole invaded by the child, so we already getting prepared for our life not to be our own. But
no, absolutely. I mean, once we got away from the village mentality, I think all that shit went out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because like I came up. I mean, I'm an '80s baby, right? So I came up with my mama. Like my daddy wasn't in the picture, but it was my mama, my grandma. You did Miss Nadine down the block, Miss Cookie around the corner on Desire. You did like it wasn't just like. It was just my mama only having a say, you heard me? Like I was held accountable by a bunch of people. Don't get me wrong, I still did what I wanted to do as a boy, you heard me, as a man or whatever, whatever. But these kids nowadays have zero accountability from anybody. And they just out here freestyling, you dig? And it's like you end up like they had a little girl. I was looking on TikTok, none. I don't know if you seen it, Avi. I don't know if you seen it, but the little girl, she just graduated junior high, you heard me? On her second baby. On her second baby,
But
you
I'm
dig?
gonna tell you for stats information, yeah, it's some teens still getting pregnant, but the numbers are at a drastic low in today's age, opposed to when we were young and our parents were young. Because I had mine young, but my daughters, they about to be in their mid-20s and they ain't have no kids. There's a lot of women out here that's not it's not as prevalent as it was before because everybody waking up to the fact that first off, you're too young. Life ain't what it is. And we as millennials are teaching our kids the mistakes we made. I said, baby, I had y'all so young. Had I waited, because what I'm doing now, I could have did before I had y'all and had y'all in, because my mind mass is a beast. You know what I'm saying? So if I'd applied that mind, I'd have probably made better decisions. But I thought I knew it all as a teenager. So if you tell them kids what you've been through and the mistakes you make, I'm not too powerful to say, I made a mistake not having you, but the mistake was me being fast, moving a little too quick. I could have waited for you, baby, and give you the life that I wanted to give you. So the numbers are drastically low. You gotta check the stats. It's very low opposed to our age and our parents' age. And
that may be true, right? But how old you was, you had your kids, how old he is, that's nobody's business but yours, the baby daddy's, his family, and your family, right? Everybody and everybody business to me. You see what I'm saying? Oh, she did this. Ooh. You just make sure you don't agree with it, yours don't do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the conversation goes from helping to talking about somebody. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, it's a thin line between bragging and help.
Exactly. But all right, we got to move on, y'all. We got to move on.
Wait. Let me say one more thing. There's a time. Them taking away Roe versus Wade. If y'all check with the World Health Organization, what they're trying to do, it comes into play taking away Roe versus Wade because think about it, it takes away your confidential, your what they call that
HIPAA.
Well,
your
you
HIPAA.
gotta explain that, Ivy. What is that?
It dips into your HIPAA law. Now they can dip in and check into what you're doing in your doctor's appointments now. And if you check with the World Health Organization, you're gonna be able to see what I'm saying and what they got planned for us. It's gonna be like it's gonna be weird. So they had to take away Roe versus Wade to implement their plan and what they plan to do with the World Health Organization. So please check out what they got planned. You're gonna be like, dang, and we sitting up here rooting for this. Pro this, pro that, instead of minding our dang business. Now it's gonna cost all of us. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, it's a bigger picture to it besides our emotions, feelings, and
it's always a bigger
religious
picture,
beliefs. You know what I'm saying? These people got a plan for us.
Yeah, it's always a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this too, right? Because BC Trump this and that, right? You can't really blame Trump. This was a conversation going on way before Trump got in office.
Long before we was
that was a Republican thing. That wasn't.
This been a controversy, this and that, and like we saying, people been butting in it. But is it wrong? In my opinion, yes, it is. But I'm not that 13, 14-year-old child, right? I'm not that 13, 14, 15 parents. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have anything to do with me. You see what I'm saying? So whether I feel it's wrong or not, that's my opinion. That's on them. I don't think it should be what it is, right? Or it gotta go to this and woo. And I'm gonna say it again. If it is like it is, then a lot of people are with it and a lot of people are against it. So if they would have started where they're supposed to start with the people, then it wouldn't have even had to go this and that, because I think a lot of more people, especially the women, are with it. You see what I'm saying? And if you would have let the people decide, then who can question that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who
they'll
like
never do
what
that.
y'all
They'll never
wanted?
do that. Yeah, they'll
It's
never
what
do that. Because
y'all
again, I
wanted.
mean, we operating in a republic, bro. So it's like we appoint delegates and shit like that to make decisions on our behalf. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people who are in power, like if you just look at the average age for not only, Congress and the legislatures at the state level, all these people old as shit.
D, hold on, wait, D, I'm sorry, D, wait, this is a trigger. B, how? I'm sorry, D, I'm sorry. How we don't now? Come on now, B. Now come on now, B. How we don't respect a women's voice? Now, yes, we do, right? We do. We respect everybody, not just women, though. And that's what I say. Everybody's opinion is everybody's opinion. If you want to call it their voice, if you want to call, because men feel the same way that y'all feel too. Some of them, you see what I'm saying? And some
And they
women
have
feel
a
the
lot of
same way.
pro-life and
Right,
pro-choice.
and some
So
women
it's
feel the same way
yeah.
that the men feel. So it's all opinion. You can't really say that the men don't respect the women's voice, because if no women was voting for this to be done, then it
It
wouldn't be
would never
done.
And some
happen.
women
This
that's on
ain't
both
done.
sides. So
Yeah,
it,
that's what I'm
it's a
saying.
it's a it's
This
a healthy
not
balance.
this not done strictly from off the men. It's a lot of women that agrees with this too. You see what I'm saying? Hold up. It's men out here that can't take authority from a woman. I experience daily, so that's not up for debate.
We moving the
Okay,
goalposts at this
That's
point.
true.
what you
That's true.
experience in your circle isn't up for the debate, right? But you can't put what you experience in your life on everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because
Wait.
everybody is
I'm
not
gonna
like
put
the
y'all on
people.
somebody that's on
Wait,
YouTube with y'all. I'm gonna
what
put
you
y'all on
saying?
somebody. I'm gonna put y'all on somebody that's on YouTube with y'all, and you go watch his content, and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hear what. Because I'm on TikTok, like I said, social media is a social experiment. These people watching us just like we watching us, and they're
Yeah, they
psychoassessing
studying
what
us.
the conversations we're having. And this man actually has a panel full of men breaking down societal problems, political problems, our gender issues, and everything in a nutshell. And he have nothing but men on the panel. And when I tell you the men are up there glitching, and the things that they were saying is frightening to me. And I get to sit here and watch and psychoassess. And to me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been on a dating scene for 4 years. It's about 4 years,
but
right? But
but that's their
it's
opinion. You can't put their opinion
peanut.
on every man.
What's in the mind is in the heart. Within the heart, you're gonna walk in that direction. So I have to pay attention to your opinion, because I may run across you in these streets. I may get back out in the dating field and be like, I wanna take that leap, because I'm gonna take that leap again when I get myself together. I ain't ready to push out there yet.
Wait, wait,
But
wait. So
I
wait.
have to be
Let's start
aware of the
there. Wait,
minds
hold
that's out
up.
here.
Let's start there. Why aren't you dating? What's wrong with that? Is the dating pool really full of piss?
Oh no, it's not full of piss anymore. It's full of diarrhea. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Go to his name. His name is the public offender, and this man is doing good work. When I tell you, we have men coming back to him and being like, "I never seen it like this," because he break it down step by step, from capitalism to patriarchy to religion to everything. And he actually had you thinking like, damn, some
Man,
of the men come on there glitching like Mr. Smith, yelling Mr. Anderson. And some of the men be open-minded to see like, God damn, that makes sense. Because if they have you by the chokehold, then they have your wives by the chokehold, then you have your children by the chokehold. So if you don't know the game, the game of chess they playing on you, you're gonna wonder why stuff just keep on scrambling in your life. You just keep on having to find other people to date, or why your pockets can't get right. It's because it's a game out here. It's chess. And we gotta learn the game. We ain't dismantling it, so we have to join the game. And you must know the game they're playing. Don't just read 48 laws of power, baby. You got to learn a little more. You know what I'm saying?
B, come on now. You finished? Ivy, I'm sorry.
Go on,
B,
give me the
you
tea.
cannot say that.
Hey, now let me say something, dog. So
Go ahead,
like,
B, because I'm the,
so
B, come
so
on, B,
B,
because
look, I
you want
appreciate
all the
your
smoke
input.
tonight, boy.
I appreciate your input on this conversation, B. I swear to God, I do. But if I'm being honest, it takes a different type of nigga to be intimidated by a female. You hear me? And the type of nigga that's intimidated by a female is not the type of nigga that you would want to associate yourself with.
On the real.
So if we just keeping it all the way at being, so like, look, I'm a successful black man. I got my own shit. You dig? Been popping for a while. You heard me? There's nothing that a woman could tell me or insert into my life that will make me feel intimidated by her, even if she has more than I do. Right? The reality of that is because I'm confident in myself. You heard me? Like, successful men date a certain type of woman primarily because they know what value they gonna add. That man not gonna be like, oh, she got a business, I'm intimidated by her having a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't happen like that. You heard me?
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Mathematically, scientifically, religiously, it don't make sense to be intimidated by somebody that can upgrade you, somebody that can enlighten you. I like the mind, okay? I like the mind. I ran across one of the gloriousest minds. I was supposed to be asleep last night, but the dude was like, and he only 28, and he was talking like he'd been here before. And I was like, baby, your mind, I want to hug your mind, baby. I want to talk to you more. See, when you're talking to somebody that make you want to talk some more, it's something there.
Yeah, facts.
You got something in you.
Facts.
The intimidation is a problem because when I meet people that are in greater positions than me, I love that. I want to feed off your mind. And I'm not saying feed off your mind and turn it and transmute it to a negative energy, because you got to watch that too. People that take the information you give them, like the 48 laws of power. Okay, that's for an example. I could take that book and just use it to be aware of the game that people's going to use on me, or I can take it and manipulate people.
And manipulate it for your own purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, and start using it for evil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, just like that shit, everything could be a tool or it could be a weapon. You heard me?
Yeah. So
like just like a gun. If I take a gun, right? You heard me? And I go shoot up a school. You know what I'm saying? I use that gun as a weapon instead of a tool to protect my family. You know what I'm saying? So
I was just telling
something is only as good as what you willing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could turn anything. You could even turn shit that's positive and turn it into a negative in the wrong hands.
Basically. So you gotta, that's what they mean by when the hippies say transmute your energy, safe in your energy, because some people will, you gotta be careful, don't give your positive energy to other people, because they can transmute it to negative energy, and you just forced them, you just gave them force from you to go and destroy somebody. So, and I was telling my son that, I said, man, people keep saying money is the root of all evil and blaming outside sources for their actions. Money is not the root of all evil. You are. What did you do with the money when I put it in your hands? Did you go and feed the hungry, or did you go be greedy and go get your mansion? What did you do? You know, so.
But, and we, me and Ivy, we had a lot of heated debates about Kevin Samuels.
We got juicy.
And we agreed to disagree that that's what happened with him. First, when he came on, he used what he knew as a teachable thing, as a knowledgeable thing, and then he turned it into a weapon. You see what I'm saying? Then he turned it into a weapon. But to get to what B said, you know what I'm saying? B, no, you got to expand your horizons. You got to get from around who and the places that you are around and expand. Cause this not true. I could put my life on it. This is not true. It's not more. It's just the niggas that you are around. You know what I'm saying? It's the places that you be in with them type of niggas. Cause I'm telling you, real niggas is winning. I'm telling you, I promise you that.
Same thing with real women. I mean, because if you look at it like this, so like, if you only meeting people in the nightclub, right, you gonna keep meeting the same type of motherfucker. You heard me? The nigga you meet in the nightclub gonna be different than the nigga that you met, you heard me, at the rooftop bar at the Ritz-Carlton.
So you're saying people, places, and things.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
No. Don't feel bad, y'all. Anybody in here, don't feel bad, because I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting it, and I'm 37. Okay, don't feel bad about it. Okay? We just know, don't be places, don't do things, and don't be with people that the hell you don't want to be dealing with. Okay, and you the outcomes you don't want. Okay, we know that. I had to learn that. I'm humble myself.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to. I mean, because the thing is, bro, like, you end up when you just out there in the world, you have a tendency to latch on to like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? So if all you is encountering is the same type of person over and over and over and over and over again, it's not the world, it's you. You have to
What
start
is it
looking like,
about?
why am
I
I?
don't believe that. I
Nah,
don't
why
believe
you?
it.
But you have to, because I mean, think about it. Your circumstances only change once you're willing to do the work on yourself.
What
I'm
is
a
it
science.
about
I
that
believe in
person?
science. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
wait,
Like
wait.
I
What is
done
it
put down
about that person
theology.
who attracts that type of person?
But
Period.
then that's not scientifically facts.
Go
It's
ahead.
not scientifically facts.
What
People
you
say
say?
it. I done heard people so double-minded to say the same person that said you attract what you are, say that opposites attract. Which one is true?
Both,
Scientifically, opposites attract.
but both can be true. Just think about it. Every scientific theory is rooted in what, Ivy? A hypothesis, right? So nothing. There are very few things in this world that are finite. We are always going to
But
operate in some kind of gray
this
area.
this has already been proven. This is not a hypothesis. If you know how batteries work and magnets work, you can't put the same side of the magnet on side of each other, or it won't connect. And when you got a battery in your car, you can't put the positive on the positive and the negative on the negative. It won't charge. So you know for a fact through science that opposites attract, and and really it could be a good thing if the opposite.
Yeah, but
That is the
but that's
opposite that
dealing
is
with.
lacking.
But that's
Takes
dealing with
the
an
energy.
element of the periodic table versus dealing with humanity.
But
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I
Like,
was just about to,
But they
hold on,
got
let
it
me
all
get
from
that.
us.
Let me hold on, wait. Let me get that deep. I was just about to. You cannot place all the scientific. We are human. We are humanity.
Everything
You
when you
can't
get
go
into
by.
your
Can't
body and how your body works and what your body consists of, you're gonna know that they got the functions of the computer and the battery from your bodily functions. Everything's sourced from you.
But
So when I say what I said, it's facts. Like
but
went
look,
to a
Ivy,
deep
but look,
study.
just check me out. Just humor me for 1 second, baby. So if we look at the periodic table, right? The symbol for gold is AU. Ever since that shit was established, that shit has never changed. It's an element. That shit has never changed. It's never gonna change as far as our understanding of science, right? But when you think of the human condition, we are constantly evolving. You know what I'm saying? Our chemistry evolves over
So
time.
we're evolving, and how are we evolving?
What do you mean?
let
How are
me
we
How are
wait.
we
Let me
evolving?
tell you that. Let me answer that.
How
But
do
look,
you
do you think?
explain?
Do you
Wait,
think?
wait, hold on.
Wait.
I want to ask him this. How do you explain the evolution?
It's in that person.
No. How do you know you're evolving?
Wait. We talked about everybody minding their business, right? That person's evolution is not this person's evolution. This person's evolution is not
The
your
evolution
evolution.
chart. The
But
evolution
everything don't
chart. How
evolve
do you
though.
grade if you evolved or you digress?
Because you evolve mentally. That's how you evolve.
How do you? Okay, so we have
and then hold on, wait, because then you can't really say a person isn't really evolving because he's evolving into something that you're not. What a person
That's not what I'm
believes in.
saying.
Wait.
I'm asking him, how do he grade the evolution system?
Well, first off, all right. So let me answer your question, Ivy. So
plus minus is still the negative and the positive. So we still at the same faction.
right, but we can't treat
really
humanity.
not,
we can't treat humanity like we treat gold or copper or silver.
We're not treating humanity.
I think we are. We're trying to. But this
We
is the
gave
thing.
it a grade system, so
But we
we'll
can't
know
understand everything.
if we're at ground zero or if we're evoluting. You know what I'm saying? I'm into evolution. I'm not even as
Hold up.
I'm not even into religion.
Wait,
I love evolution.
Hold up, what?
So I'm
So wait. I want to address this.
I'm with you, bro.
Wait, I want to address this. The evolution happened because Adam had sex with animals, and that's why we are out. Now wait, hold on.
What is happening? What is happening? Wait.
Wait.
Did he read that? Is why he left?
Wait,
gotta
back
tell
to
me.
the
You gotta
news.
hit me somewhere
But
with this.
I've never heard that. You heard me? But I'm gonna say this, right? They doing that today. So it's not. I don't even know how to answer
It's
that
not a far
question,
fetch.
but I'm about to get it.
But you have to point that out for me.
I'm about to get into it, right?
Hey, bro, I ain't
Hold up, let me
rolling.
get this.
I ain't
Hold up, let me
rolling.
go back to the question, you heard me? All right, boom. The evolution happened because Adam had sex with animals, and that's why. Okay, boom. Let's start there, right? Me personally, I've never heard that, but they do shit like that now. Them, they do shit like that now. So I don't know, but I'm gonna say this, right? You can either believe in this or you can believe in that, and it all goes back to your opinion. And it's not on me to say you wrong. It's not on you to say you wrong. You gonna know when you stand in front of God. So with that being said, I don't know about this, dude. I
Hey,
don't.
look.
If,
So
now, if
let
y'all
me
want to
just say
elaborate
one
on
thing
that,
right quick. Now, so as far as our understanding of evolution, we understand evolution about as much as we understand the oceans. We don't know shit.
exactly.
We don't know shit. Some people say it's the Big Bang. Some people say it's God. Some people say that it's commingled and they explain each other. There are a lot of things that science cannot explain, and that people have to go to religion to try to make some semblance of an explanation of it, and vice versa. As
But
far
if you
as the
say
whole,
some things, and that's just and it's like that because if you say some things that is a far reach, they call you crazy. I can tell you some things that happen in my life, and people call me crazy. Abilities I have, and people call me crazy. You know what I'm saying?
well, that's just people not being willing to grasp or even open their mind up to
No,
shit
because they
And
don't
that's
know.
outside of their
that.
anecdotal information.
Antidote.
And but let's
Exactly.
wait. Let me piggyback off that. That's everything. If you choose to believe it or not, that's on that particular person. Like us, right? We having a conversation. You believe one thing. You believe one way. I believe one way, right? But we still having that conversation, right? I'm not gonna come at you and say, all right, you light skin. If you don't do this, you ain't black, right? Or I ain't gonna come
That's
at you, D,
colorism.
or be like, D, if you don't do this, you ain't black. You see what I'm saying? I respect your opinion, and I respect your opinion as an adult that you able to
But you
make a
gotta
rational.
respect. You gotta respect. You gotta respect the intellectual word gamble. You know what I'm saying? We over here having an evolution combustion of the mind. You understand what I'm saying? So I like it. Give me more tea. You know what I'm saying? Give me more. Feed me. You know how Wayne said, feed me rappers or feed me beats. Feed me information. I
But
eat it up
like I
and
said, I'm not gonna sit up here and say because I don't know. Me personally, that's a little far fetched, right? But
I don't know.
these people
But
still do it now. They still do that type of stuff now. So I don't know,
ain't
right?
nobody,
But
I don't know because I went in Adam's bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
been
but
moved to
not only
Adam's
that,
bedroom.
but and
You know
that's
what I'm
another
saying?
thing. I think for me, I'm one of those people that look. You can say whatever you want, but where you getting this information from? You just getting it from somebody else? Is it
exactly.
hearsay? Like,
But
did somebody
Google,
study this? Like, who is
it,
this information coming from? I think that's the dangerous part because
Google,
just like we on
Google.
here having a conversation, like everybody nowadays got access to a phone and a microphone. You heard me? And the internet. You dig? So
Exactly,
niggas can say whatever.
exactly.
You heard me? And there are
Exactly.
people who will adopt it as the truth, which is the problem. People don't do research. People do me search. Nigga feel
But
like
you
they go on
also,
Exactly.
YouTube for 30
Google
you
is
seconds.
also
Google
see
is just
life
the
is moving
beginning.
so fast
Google
and
is just the
programming is
beginning.
happening so much. Oh,
Go ahead.
life is happening so fast and programming is happening so much. Yeah, you take other curriculums and doctrines and you read them and you compare some, but you don't stop your mind there. You see what I'm saying? It's obviously around you. If you know self, then you know all. Because if you know how your makeup, your body works, because that's where everything came from. Even in religion, they throw you the hints in there. You are source because you made it from source. So made from source and of source, everything else is made of you too. That's why I was making the comparison to the batteries and the magnets and some of our body consists of some metals too. You know what I'm saying? And with magnetism, I don't know if you touched something and ever got shocked. Like that didn't tell you anything. When you touch something, you got shocked. You don't think you was vibrating high when you got shocked? When you got shocked when you wore a sweater, a certain type of sweater or something. It's levels to grade things, and they gave that grading so you will know where you at in life. So to me, personally, I graded positive, negativity. Everybody use it. Positive, negative. You know what positive and negative look like. It's an obvious and no-brainer for all of us. So when you see somebody vibrating low, they always grumpy. They always got something going on, vibrating low. You already know they evolution level is low. They understand the level low. Because I read a lot. I read a lot of people things, but I don't just rely on that. You know what I'm saying? I go off what I see around me. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? These people know sign. They didn't come up with that from nowhere.
All right, so we 51 minutes in, right? So the news is out, right? So now we gotta get straight to the topic, right? Since we already on all kind of controversial shit, we might as well throw that in there, right? All right, Kamala, Trump, right? Or you with one or the other, or you with nobody, or you with one because you don't like the other. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, because a lot of people with a certain person. Just because they don't like let's keep it real, like it's you. And we're going to start with you, Ivy. You're
going to be surprised.
So let's get into it. You hear me?
You're going to be surprised with me because I done flip-flopped. You know I was a Trumpster to the heart. But then when you said you was going to work to give cops immunity, and I broke that down. I put the equation together. And I was like, cop immunity, because they already hard the trial. You looking at the cameras and seeing
they already have qualified immunity.
They basically they committing. You seeing it committing a murder, but we gotta trial them to death, and half of them be walking off. But you want to give them immunity, meaning you making them a foreign entity? You out your mind? Untouchable? Oh no! And if you heard what happened with Sonia Massey and how unqualified he was.
But let me tell you this, right? This is my take on it, right? Trump is a businessman. So
he
in a bad way. Yeah, he pays attention to analytics. He pays attention to what everybody is. And that's, I think, his social media presence is what gives him, I'm not saying in the president's, I'm saying in this race. He knows how to read. He knows how to do all this himself, right? So he's gonna pinpoint the problem and who's with it and against it. So here we have the biggest problem. Now we have the most people feel that certain way about that problem, right? Why not market that? Why not promote that? Why not put that in my thing? It's first of all, the president, and this is for everybody with the 2025 rule, right? The president don't run nothing. Y'all really think that Congress is gonna let him pass a bill that gives police immunity if you want? Now you could go off and go off and believe that if you want to.
His threats is kind of suspicious now because he's talking like a dictator now. Now, you know I was a diehard Trumper.
Yeah, exactly.
He throwing slugs like it won't be no more elections. It won't be this.
Exactly.
Baby, I'm like,
but this is what I'm saying. When he passes that through Congress, do you really think Congress is going to okay that? Or they gonna send that shit right back to him and tell him put that shit in his back pocket?
If it's a Republican ran, Congress,
Republican or not, these people is not gonna make Trump the president forever.
Well, no, as far as the term, no. But the thing is, if you read all the Project 225, he's trying to get rid of the term minimums. I mean, the term maximums. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't necessarily mean that he just is going to be president forever. It just means that you don't have a term limit, so he could still be president again. Because if he wins here, he only has 4 years left. So, and that's part of the reason why it's part of Project 2025. And Project 2025 was actually, they started writing 2025 before that nigga became president the first fucking time.
Wait. In the 70s. Hold on, wait. Let me piggyback off of that, right? This was put together in the 70s. Is a lot of and that's why it's the mouthpiece. Trump ain't got nothing to do with. Let me tell you something. This way over Trump head. It's just his time now. This been since the 70s. So everybody like, oh, Trump doing this and Trump doing. That's a scare tactic, man. Don't let them people do that. Let me tell y'all this, right? Let me tell y'all this. With it or against it, Democrat or Republican, there's no way in hell they are gonna let Trump do anything that he talking that shit up there saying he gonna do. Just like the Democrats saying they gonna change shit for blacks. Well, they know damn well they ain't gonna do shit for us. Just like Trump he knows that, dog. When that shit hit Congress, Republican or Democrat, you heard it? They not letting that nigga do none of that.
Hey, but Nut, let me just to piggyback off what you saying, bro. The reason why it was because one of the parts of, and I got it pulled up right here, right? Mm-hmm. One of the parts of Project 225 is the plan to seize power. In the 70s. No, I'm saying as far as the plan to seize power. So basically, one of they call it the Schedule F executive order, which is to permit discharge of non-performing employees. Basically meaning that if he deems that somebody on Congress, FBI, CIA, whoever is not performing their job function, he has the right and the power to do an executive order and get them the fuck up out of there. But that's unprecedented, bro.
I agree.
So that's why I'm saying, like, so he is dangerous at this point in time because the thing is, if that nigga get in office, that means he could push this shit through, bro. That's what makes it dangerous.
This is what I'm saying, right? If this is Project 2025, right? And this has been since the 70s, right? Kamala gonna do the same thing. They both gonna have that at their disposal to do because this is gonna happen whether Trump in there, whether Kamala in there. That shit's about to happen. This don't have nothing to do with the current. This was already written. So whatever 2025 is, it's gonna go down whether Trump in there and whether Kamala in there. So everybody's saying Trump gonna be able to do this, Trump gonna be able to do that. Kamala gonna be able to do the same thing, which is nothing because they're not gonna let that shit pass. If they do, it's already in the plan. It's nothing nobody can do about it. It's going down.
I wasn't gonna vote for Biden because I found out his ancestors did own slaves. Now I'd be damned if I vote for him and give his descendants.
He was a co-author of the Three Strikes Law.
You know, his ancestors did own it. You can it's public information. And dear Trump, I'm gonna talk to you right now. The reason why I was rooting for you.
Wait.
Because I felt like
wait. Let me say this right quick. Please, let me say this right quick.
And now you conforming.
B, do you really think this is a whole plan, a whole written up thing since the 70s? You really think one woman or man is gonna stop anything? No, this is above Kamala's head, just like it's above Trump's head. This ain't got none of them.
But
who y'all think actually in control then? Because I agree, the president a puppet. He's just a spokesperson. You hear me?
I believe if I get into conspiracy theory, I believe that corporations own their ass.
Exactly. This is a business.
I was just about to say that because our entire society is based on capitalism. Like our entire society, which is part of the problem and why like niggas be blaming inflation. Nah, it's fucking capitalistic greed that really got niggas in the position that they in right now. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it all the way a bean. So I agree with you. It's more the corporations, the Bill Gateses, the Marx motherfuckers,
And
you know, the
dumb dumb.
Murdochs. All these people are the people who really do got their hand in the post of everything. I don't personally think who the president is matters. You
And
know what I'm
Cook,
saying?
right?
Trump,
Because
wait, hold
at
on, wait.
first,
Do you really think Trump needs any money from
wait,
anybody?
that's what I was about to answer you with.
Come on now, let's keep this
Peanut,
real.
you not thinking this out, Peanut. He was good. He was set when he first came in for his first term. He said he wasn't even gonna take none of the presidential money. That's why I was rooting for Trump, because Trump, he already putting his own money up, so he letting them know I don't need your money. So really, I don't have to take your corporate greed. I don't have to take your bid. What they did was took this man to court, broke his pockets. Y'all ain't paid attention to all this that's going on. How they hit your pockets, how they hit everybody else's pockets with tickets and this, that, and the third. That's what they hit you with, fines and fees until they break your pockets. This man had to put shoes out. He got dollars out, hats out to fund his campaign. They breaking this man pockets. So he gonna have to get down. That was the purpose. I'm gonna break your pockets, so you have to get down. And he has to get down. When I tell you, all these allegations with him, with these women and this, that, and the third, they all hit his pocket, the women and all of them. You see what I'm saying? So they breaking his pocket, so he have to take whatever bid them corporate greedy corporate people come with. I don't want to say their names because I don't want your live to be, you know, but whatever they come with, now he has to take that because he hurt.
So let me ask you this, Ivy. Do you think that it was literally a conspiracy to you know, knock Trump down a peg, or do you think that any of this shit got merit?
Yeah,
because I mean, honestly, I think a lot of this shit,
anyway.
it just came time for him to pay the piper. I mean, because if a nigga got dirt on you, when it's time to expose the dirt, they gonna expose it.
The first
That's how they
example
control
was Kanye. Mind you, him and Kanye was like this. So if I take, they was like this. If I take Kanye down, he can't even financially help you with your campaign. You see what I'm saying? They took the people down around him, so they can't even help him. So I was for him at first because I knew you was gonna do what you had to do, and you ain't have to take that, but he has to take it now. So it's what now. So I'm Trump you out of there. And the things that's coming out your mouth is totally different than what you had come out your mouth before. I heard everything you said before. You told me you was for the people, but what you saying, you for the corporations. Because if you keep it a being with me, police don't protect the civilians; they protect corporations. They protect the interests of the government. I'm
gonna tell you this, right? And my OG told me this. Not my OG that be on here, the one that don't be on the camera. We've been having to choose against the lesser of the evil since the 60s.
Yeah.
Why are we even still participating in that bullshit? Because nobody is of us, of our pick. It's always a pick of the litter. We gotta pick who the fuck they give us. It's nobody that we present to them like, okay, this is our candidate. You see what I'm saying? Ever. It's with a pick of the litter, and it's always choosing of the lesser evils. He said it's been like that since the 60s, and I believe.
But that's our fault though, bro. I mean, if we want to be real, that shit is really our fault, because how educated are we about our congressional and our legislative systems, bro? Like if you walk outside right now and pull the nigga off the street, he can't tell you the 3 levels of government.
Oh,
think about it. Nigga can't tell you nothing about nothing, bro. Nigga can only tell you what they see on CNN or Fox or whatever.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I believe that they should just ask, because they just cleared out Congress seats. They just started filling them again, and I felt like that was too private for me. I need to see who you putting up in them seats, just like you doing a whole parade. You know, we like the parades in New Orleans. We like the second lines. Can you give me a second line for them congregational seats, please?
Man, so we don't know who half of these people is, you heard me?
And then my thing to us is the only reason we need government is because we can't govern ourselves. Why do they have to put in a law so you won't touch children? Why we have to put in a law whether you can do this and that within the third with your body because you're out of control? We don't need government if we govern ourselves. I don't want to say his name, but it's your favorite president who said we was too incompetent to govern to our own affairs. Then he said that about us as adults. Now, I say you beat your chest in the right place and become competent. So we don't need these people. You don't need police. You don't need government if you govern yourselves. I should be able to leave my door wide open and go to sleep. Because you governed yourself to know that's not your home. Don't go in that house. My child should be able to walk up the street without you about to hit them, because you know there's a stop sign right there. You know it's a real, you know what I'm saying? It's just us acting like adolescents. Because government wasn't supposed to last that long. If you go into history, and they'll tell you, government was placed because civilization went out of control. We didn't always have government. Government is helping you govern
Yeah,
yourself.
police
You
started,
claim
but I
to be
mean
adult.
the whole concept of policing came from slavery.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
police came
saying?
from slavery, which they was called policia at first. But I'm talking about government. Government wasn't supposed to exist this long. It was supposed to be temporary. So we got ourselves back on track. But I ain't gonna say that they not helping this problem. Because I can break down, I can go into a whole list of things.
Well,
On
we don't
me.
help ourselves though.
Who's all right? All right. Since you said that, right, Albert? The problem. Whose problem is this?
It's our problem.
How? Why is this our problem?
We beat our chest about how grown we are. We gotta start governing to ourselves.
No. I'm saying. All right.
You claim a
I'm
grown
talking
man.
about.
It's no reason why the government have to tell you thou shalt not kill. No reason why you need religion to tell you thou shalt not kill. Why does the Bible have to tell you that? Why does government have to tell you that? Why does they have prisons? Don't make any sense, because we can't govern ourselves.
Well, the thing is, but infrastructure is important. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you look at the governmental infrastructure, you dig, it's supposed to, the government's not supposed to come into your home and tell you how to raise your kids and do all that other shit like that. It's incumbent on the parents to provide that infrastructure and that morality for their children. I'm not a religious nigga. You know what I'm saying? I am agnostic to my core. You did, but I respect any Muslim, any Christian, any Buddhist, primarily because anything, even if I don't believe in it, if that makes you a better person and you able to have a barometer for morality that makes you a better person and have a better impact on society, who the fuck am I to tell you don't believe in that shit?
Exactly.
It's making you a better person, you heard me? But like when we look at our government systems, the government is going to tell us what their ideology of what right and wrong is. And we already know right and wrong is not always black and white. We've been fighting wars since the fucking 60s. You know what I'm saying? We've been occupying countries since the fucking 70s.
Before, you used to be able to vote on what laws you want to be put in place. They slowly withered it away. We didn't pay attention to them withering our choice away.
Yeah. Now it's only amongst party lines. Like here, I can only vote on, like, I'm a registered Republican. I live in Georgia now, right? So I'm a registered Republican in Georgia. Primarily because the Republicans run this bitch. So I have to be able to vote on shit that matters. Because if I vote on a Democratic ticket, that shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like my voice don't matter, you dig? So yeah, they've been dwindling that shit down for decades because that's what they fucking want. You heard me? That's exactly what they want. They don't want your voice to be heard. They want to be able to control that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't help it. We don't help it.
No, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people understand when we on these lives, the government doing exactly what we doing. I go on here to spy and cycle assess what's in the world with me. And when they're looking at us and seeing that we ain't got it all here, you give them all the rights. They got people, I'm telling you, get on TikTok, there's another world on there. I've been on here too. They got some, baby, you on here showing these people that you are willing to grape, murk. You saying this on, you know what I'm saying? So imagine what you're doing in the private. We just ain't catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no reason why government.
I'm gonna say this too, right? That I agree with that, right? But the simple fact that we are willing to turn on each other for total strangers. Nobody, like, families turning against family. People at work are turning on people. Years, decades of friendship is being erased by people who you don't even know, who don't know you, and at the end of the day, it's a matter of opinion. You can, like Ricky Smiley said something, right? He was like, nah, they don't agree with you, block them out your life, and block them on social media, and this and that. Why? Why? Can't everybody have their own opinion? Can't I, like me, you, we, each of us, we have our own opinions. Ain't no, it's no disrespect. It's no, you not black if you don't think this. It's no this and that, and you are
Yeah.
what you say, coon or whatever. It's none of that. But these people,
what they want is they want a bunch of Mr. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to be Mr. Anderson. You understand what I'm saying? The chosen one, Neil. Ooh, dodge the bullet. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not finna get. I have my own mind. I'm going to continue to have my own mind. What makes the world great is to have your own mind and your own opinions. If anything that you do don't impede on anybody else's rights, their life, their freedom, do you. But the moment you impede on somebody else's life and safety and their household and their bankroll, you done stepped across the wrong fields.
Yeah,
And
you got to see me.
and I'm gonna piggyback.
Because don't have them type of people around you that don't respect your autonomy, your rights, your respect. They should come to you with equality. What you want from me, give to me. It's insanity. I had an entitled person come in my comments section on my profile, and I'm like, baby. He was like, explain yourself. I'm like, damn, master.
I can do you one better. I didn't had a little chick then went on my page, put a baby on me, actually put multiple babies on me. I ain't never met this girl a day in my life. She done DM'd my wife. You heard me? Got my wife questioning me about what the fuck I've been doing and shit. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here. You heard me? I really look at anybody who's willing to speak their opinion in public, they're a target, bro. You heard me? And it's unfortunate because you can't have peaceful discourse with people no more. You heard me? It's like if you have an opinion, you got to be willing to slap the fuck out people because motherfuckers are trying.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna piggyback off what
DNA. Send me the money so I can pay for the DNA. We'll go take it in 2 weeks.
Oh, we done already crossed that bridge. We good. We Gucci over here.
She ain't gonna send the money and she gonna leave.
Yeah, we Gucci over here. Cause a nigga like me, cause look, anybody who know me, you heard me? Like, no, nigga, if I got a kid out here, man, ain't nobody about to be able to hold that over my head about nothing, man. I'll be took your stupid ass to court and got that baby while you out here playing. You heard me? Like, nah, I don't even move like that. You heard me?
But I'm gonna piggyback off of what Ivy said earlier about the government not supposed to be able to come in your house. That's true. We got a bigger fish to fry than the president and who the president said. Why is that not the big topic? The government could do this, do that. Why is that not the big topic that all the rights that these people taking? Or why is that not the big topic that you see what I'm saying? Why is we stuck and y'all? It's like people are putting their trust and they depending on one person to change every problem. And that's a minus that I think both of them have in going into this shit, because everybody's looking at you to change every problem that's out there, and there's no way no one man or no one woman could do it. So you automatically gonna be looked at like you ain't do shit, because it's too many
you be the change you want to see. Because I see
like this, and it's like the Democrats and the Republicans. They'll really not fuck with you if you don't feel how they feel. You see what I'm saying? And it's like if people keep that mentality, you heard me, we'll never get nowhere.
Think about it. They taught this. They taught us Martin Luther King, Malcolm X in a separate. In school, they taught us those leaders in separate, fixing the mind like these leaders did it on their own. When actually Martin knew Malcolm and Malcolm knew Harriet, and you know what I'm saying? Like they all, I mean not Harriet, but
I was about to sound like Harriet. Nigga,
No. That's because I've been talking crap on TikTok and I say I am my ancestor Harriet. You know what I'm saying? But that was before. Let me stop. Rosa Parks, my bad. They all knew each other. This was a whole organization. It wasn't no one man.
And her husband had a car.
And their wives and their mates, everybody was in on this. So they gave
and that wasn't even her story.
Was separately doing
that wasn't even her story. But we ain't gonna get into that.
It's a bunch of stuff that wasn't people's story. Because if I get into a bunch
of Martin Luther King, real name Michael.
Laws we had, we gonna
that nigga named Michael.
we had some flaws inside the organizations, but they still did what
What
they could.
organization don't?
But we're
What
gonna have to,
organization don't?
but it's gonna continue to have those problems if we don't do the homework. We have to research what they did, how they did it, and the flaws that they had within it. And then, like you said, community based. How the heck you expect for the and vote somebody in and care about some stuff you don't even care about? When since people started caring about you and you don't care about you, I always tell my kids, I said, baby, ain't nobody gonna care about you like you care about you. And if you care about you, you're gonna start caring about people
Man,
around.
my grandma used to always tell me it did. Like my grandma was an old school, traditional, get it out the mud fucking woman, you heard me? She used to tell me as a child two things. She said, don't nobody love you but us. And number two, ain't nobody coming to fucking save you.
Oh, and nobody gonna love you like you love you too. Cause baby, people see when you don't love yourself. And I'm gonna tell you right now, our community is showing that we don't love ourselves. Okay? We ain't put ourselves first. I'm looking on TikTok, right?
Wait,
Oh,
say that.
I mean,
Say that for
I'm pro
wait.
Palestine. Don't get it twisted. But the Congo need us. We need us. I hear
Say that
y'all
for Friday.
but when you gonna speak about black nations, they in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, no, let her cook. We can just come back because I'm fucking with what she said right now. You heard me?
Right,
Then let her.
but that's the time. Go ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
Look, say, bro, hey, it's a broad topic, son. Like it's like we ain't gonna never run out of bulletin board material for that. There, you heard? Like ever.
Right.
What I said was I'm pro Palestine. Don't get it twisted because if you're really religious, you know that your savior came from Palestine. Okay. And those people land are dwindling. They've been at this, taking them people land for decades, long before we was born. My granny told me too. And then she very religious. She showed me the map of how much Palestine used to be opposed to what they have now. So I'm pro-Palestine. But I'm more pro-Congo and pro-Liberia. I'm pro them before I'm pro them. When we stop putting, because I see they keep on saying, I'm pro-Palestine, but Congo going through it, baby. If you always mention Palestine before you mention Congo, the people see that. They see you putting them first. And we've been doing it since Martin Luther King, since Malcolm X. If you hear Malcolm X speeches, he mentioned Palestine. But I guarantee you the Congo was still going through what the Congo going through, and most of Africa was still going through But you mentioned them first. We prioritize us first. I feel like when we get Africa where it's supposed to be at, they ain't gonna play with us here.
A lot of us not from Africa though.
A lot of us not from Africa, but I'm gonna tell you what they did. They did the flipper rule. Because I can tell you this. I feel like we've been everywhere. You go to
I don't know. And I'm gonna keep it real.
Archaeologists keep digging and finding us everywhere.
No, but she right as far as like all like the African seed. Let's just put it in a microbial context, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our seeds was spread all over the world through the transatlantic slave trade, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? That's why even when you go to Iceland, even when you go to fucking certain places, just north, south of the equator don't matter. That's why you will always find black folk. You will always find black folk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even going back to your conversation, what you said?
But I interviewed people from like Ghana, Liberia, people like that, and they say that they don't identify as black or woo.
That's an American thing.
That
only thrives. That only thrives in America and the UK, bro. Like you go anywhere else in the world, right, bro, people don't identify themselves by color.
By their tribe, their nationality, like that. I don't know if they done fucked us up so much. You heard me? That I don't even believe that what they telling you is what it is. Like I would have to go to Africa or whatever and find my tribe and go ask somebody, look, woo. But anything after that, I just know I have melanin in my skin and I know I'm black. But where I'm from and my ancestors and all that, I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
I mean, that's because they destroyed our hit, bro. They destroyed our history a long time ago. You heard me? Like so just to give you, but just to grant context, you dig, just about the like how everything, including our history, was pillaged. Like, so when we start dealing with the slave trade, like, let's just be real. Black people sold black people into slavery. Like, that's something that a lot of black people don't want to acknowledge, but it is the truth. But there's also the other segment of that where they went to villages and different tribes like that in Africa, along the coast of North and South Africa and shit like that, you dig, and pillaged these people and
They
took these people,
ain't
raped
our
and did
people.
all that
Our
to these people
people
and
in
took their history.
Africa. Our people in Africa didn't sell us into slavery. They sold us into indentured servitude. What they did here,
That's slavery.
Well, they
they
didn't
didn't
sell us.
know.
They sold us into
No,
slavery.
it's
They
separate
didn't
things.
sell us into
Because
cattle slavery.
over there,
What's
over
considered
there
as
in
cattle
Texas,
slavery?
this is chattel slavery. What they did to us, they wasn't doing it to them to each other in Africa.
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
They,
that was not the
They
intention
didn't sell
behind
us
it.
into cattle slavery.
but that's why I
Right.
don't even
Well, the
call
thing
it
is, like when
slavery. I
when
call it indentured servitude. But this here was some. I can't even call
no,
this
and
slavery.
you're not wrong. But what I'm getting at is like when we did. So just look at it back then. Back in the G, you know what I'm saying, hundreds of years ago and shit like that. If you had money, you had servants. You know what I'm saying? You might not have even called them slaves back then, you did, but you had, as you call them, indentured servants, you dig? So if I have an abundance of this and these people are
They
saying
didn't
they need
like
this
that, bro.
and they sold them under the context that, all right, these people are just gonna provide a service for you. You know what I'm saying? The white man, the colonizer, took that and, like y'all say, turned it into us being literal property. No
And
better
then
than a dog or
saying
a
like
cat
and then
or a fucking
said
mule.
the indentured servitude over there was put because they lost war. They lost war. They fought and lost for the indentured servitude. Over here was some gruesome. And our people stopped selling, giving us to them when they found out what they was doing to us. So you can't sit up there and say they knew and they had a part in your dealings. These people are so narcissistic. They wanted to blame our ancestors for their actions. Like when I tell you America's sick, we need some mental health regulations around here. Um Drug tests and stuff. I be on TikTok talking crap. Baby, did you not just say that? That's narcissistic as heck. Ain't nobody to blame for what you did and your ancestors did, baby. They did what they did, but they did indentured servitude. You over here castrating, and hanging and peeling and using as furniture and sofa cushions, baby. No, no. You know what I'm saying? But I say this to say until we start putting us first, because from my understanding, people cutting up. See, your ancestors over there, they knew what the allyship was with black people, and they honored that. Some of them young bucks, you ain't asked your ancestors, your older ancestors, what our ancestors did for your country in Palestine. Yeah, they cutting up. One of them little Palestinians cutting up over there on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You forgot that. See, when y'all don't teach
But
y'all
let's keep it
roots,
a
they
let's keep it
start
a real.
clipping the
Like
ties.
all this shit
Because
that's
black
going
people
on
get done.
between all this shit that's going on with Palestine, you know what I'm saying, and the Jews and all that other stuff like that. It's for black people, it should be triggering, right? You know what I'm saying? Because especially when we look at America's part in all of this shit you did, which is basically doubling down on brown people and black people being a lesser. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep it all the way being kind of going back to what you're saying, you dig? Like the people in Palestine, they brown folk. You heard me? Jews identify, and when Jews come to America or when they go to the UK, they identify as white people. I ain't never seen the black Jews that I know like two.
See, this not a war of the Jews and the Palestinians, the
No,
Palestinians.
it's not.
Because
Absolutely. But
because
that's how they put it out there to the rest of the
it's
world.
Jewish inside. Yeah, it's Jewish inside Palestine too. Jewish is just a religion. You see what I'm saying? What we have is plugs, you as you will, Mr. Smiths, as you will, what they call them, ops. They call them Zionists. You know what I'm saying? And going over there, placing government over there from people that have been living, planted over there to live over there from over here, from long ago, over there, making it seem like the Palestinians and the Israel people is beefing. The citizens don't want that. Their religion is against that. You see what I'm saying? Their governments want that, which they are plants sent from over here. And it's insane to me. And if you think about what they did here with them, you think about what happened with um with Africans selling our people to over here. But mind you, it was Arabs who owned black folks. They were enslaving us before the white people come over here. You know what I'm saying? So was that an Arab that they bought our people from, or was it our people they bought our people from? Because
Because
mind
they
you,
were all dark skins.
Arab, you can mistake me for Arab. Don't I look like I could be Arab?
No.
Yes. Yes.
I don't get it, but yeah, like I'm
It's
rolling with
an
it.
Arab who looked just like me, shocked the heck out of me in the mall selling me some skincare products. So I know for a fact I look like Arabs. Okay. They look like us. I can take you to the corner store right now. They look like us. So how do you know if it was our people or the Arabs who came over there and took over? You know what I'm saying? Selling our
That's
people.
deep. That is deep.
So
That is
we
deep.
we've been infiltrated in so many ways. It ain't funny. And everybody else is being infiltrated. Don't even see it. See, we get when I swear to God, I tell people they tried on us first and they do everybody else afterwards. When y'all
Yep.
cool with it,
Yep.
whatever y'all cool with happening to us, they come get y'all after. So at least you could do is pay attention to what they do to us. If you ain't gonna help us out, pay attention to what they do to us, so you could be prepared to be next, okay? And prepare not to be, you know. When I break it down, baby, I'm even into conspiracy theory. The stuff that they got whipped up for all of us now. I just had to go off on this YT lady on TikTok, baby. You don't even know. You the new slave. You right here with us, baby. You right here with us. Now when you about the national anthem, the third paragraph. I don't know why they keep missing that national anthem, the third paragraph. It's just like, why y'all want to change it? Why do black people want to change everything? I say the third paragraph, baby. That's an insult to our ancestors. We shouldn't even be saying it. And then she was like, y'all always want everything to be transformed to y'all. I said, baby, you don't even know what your birth certificate and social security card is. I said, you need to go look that up. And then you'll come join us. You might not want none of that. None of it. Run, baby, run. But you know we always be the first. For some odd reason, the heavens give us a gift to know when oppression is coming. So when we ringing alarms telling them, y'all, we need to stop this. Y'all don't never budge because it's us. Then when they ringing alarms on y'all, like it's a bunch of their children whining about not being able to afford cost of living in college. Welcome to the party. Welcome to ramen noodles, baby. We was trying to tell you.
You heard me? Yeah. Hold up. I got a show in 30 minutes. You heard me? So we got to give our final thoughts. You heard me? We got another show in 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna watch while I'm chilling.
Go ahead, you can go first.
Me?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, my final thoughts is, y'all know how I feel about evolution. And I'm gonna put it through the screen. For you to evolve to the best you. I don't know if you know Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? And all how the Pokemon characters, they go on the evolve, you know what I'm saying? You got the Phoenix, you got Ninetale Fox, you got all that stuff. Which one you want to be? You know what I'm saying? We're going to evolve. You know, Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Which one you trying to be? We probably on Super Saiyan 8 right now or something like that. But try to get to Super Saiyan 8. And how you could do that, I'm gonna give y'all some hints. Affirmations. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how handsome you are. Write down your goals. I got a goal to buy a new house in April. I wrote it down, cast those spells, write it down on that paper and speak it into existence, and you're gonna have it. I spoke that I was gonna graduate in November, and I graduated in November. I wrote it down. Write down what you want to see, and I promise you it will be. I love y'all, and y'all keep evoluting.
Niggas say evolution.
Go ahead, D. Get into it, D.
All right, so my final thoughts on that, because honestly, we done went around the world and back in an hour and a half. You heard me? You dig? So all I'm gonna say is, like, just to go back on the topic as far as like everything that's going on, just in America, because we could really only speak for us in this context. You dig? So I just want everybody to start educating themselves on shit. Because education is the root to everything, and I hate that as black people as a whole we kind of got away from that. just being inspired to obtain knowledge and being able to apply that knowledge to better ourselves and our families. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a huge proponent of reading everything, even shit you don't agree with. I'm the type of nigga I look at CNN, Fox, OWN, anything that's available as far as a media outlet because I want to know what everybody talking about. You hear me? So even if I don't agree with it, I'm able to have a honest, open, and non-violent, non-confrontational discourse with people who have a differing opinion. I feel like if everybody agrees, you're in the wrong room. You hear me? You dig? You always gonna be in the wrong room with everybody on the same accord, you dig? So, but the only thing I want to say is just educate yourselves out there. You know what I'm saying? Be willing to see things a different way. Everything is not one size fits all. You know what I'm saying? What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. You dig? So, just educate yourself, and just try to be better tomorrow than you was the day before. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's tomorrow. You heard me? So yeah, like that though.
Well, my last thought says I'm gonna piggyback off of both of y'all when D just said what he said, and it's like you should be able to agree to disagree. It's human. Is being a leader in your own way, and it's kind of standing on your truth. You know what I'm saying? If I could come in a room, right, and persuade everybody in that room to think like me, I'm in the wrong room. Right then and now. Now, if I gotta beat it into you and woo and woo, then yeah. But if I can just come in and you've been standing on this and so long, either I'm hella good at what I do, or you ain't really standing on business. You just looking for another nigga to follow. You know what I'm saying? Then what Ivy said, you hear me? It's a lot of stuff that us as a people need to be worried about than that. You heard me? To piggyback off of that 2025, all that there, you heard me? You don't see no other race worried about that than black people. Because we are the only ones that really rely on the government. That's really not together. That really, if you can let this woman and this man break up families, break up friendships, break up happy homes, like DC, it's never a wholesome, healthy conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's never where you can agree to disagree and speak your mind. If somebody says you have to feel this way or this and that, then that's not the people I want to be around. Because I want to be free to have my own mind, whether I disagree with you or not, or whether you disagree with me or not. And it's a lot of people, especially people with big platforms, that are telling people you either do this or this. And it takes away your leadership on what you want for you. It takes away your leadership and what you want that's best for your family. And it takes away from your leadership to think for yourself. If you with Trump or you with Kamala, some people say I be pronouncing her name wrong, but I don't fuck with her anyway. But you heard me? If you with either one of them, that's on you. That should not start an argument. It should spark a debate, but it should not spark an argument. You should not be disowning people like people are telling other people to do. And I just think that it's more important things to worry about than this 2025 thing. Why we not worried about why we worried about this? Like, why we not together and woo. Like, you think, what's his name? You think Farrakhan and them give a fuck about a 2025, whatever? No, them people strong, them people got motion, and them people got each other, and they know that they standing strong. Them people could give a fuck about what the government talking about. They the ones providing the same what they call that shit? Well, the same shit that the government provide their people, they provide their people out their pocket. So what that tell you about them and how much motion they got, how much together they are, you don't see them worried about no 20. That's us worried about that shit. And that's them trying to use that as a scare tactic. And if we was together, we wouldn't be worried about no president. We wouldn't be worried about no 2025. We wouldn't be worried about nothing but us, and we would know we straight. And that's all I had to say, man. Y'all have a nice one, you know what I'm saying? This was the week run up. You heard me? With Ivy, you know what I'm saying? In deep. Y'all catch us again, you heard me? Every Monday and every Friday, 5:04 p.m. Central Time. You heard me? Y'all already know what it is. Thank y'all, especially B. You heard me? Because B came in here and she represented. You heard me? Especially B. You heard me? Thank y'all, man.
Six 6 2 compound drop. That's how we do it.